And we are live. What's going on? It's Chris and Emily from LifterLMS, and today we're going to get a little bit developer-y. We're going to look at how to restrict all posts from a custom post type to a LifterLMS membership. So what are we talking about? Why would you ever want to do that? Essentially, in WordPress, every different type of thing, for the most part, is a post. Like in the world of LifterLMS, a course is a post, a lesson is a post. You know, in regular WordPress, a blog is a post, a page is a post. If you use WooCommerce, a product is a post. So, but you can also create your own custom post types. So for example, with the Learning Management System website, you may want to create a custom event post type. So maybe you have, online courses, some members only pages on your website. But what if you want to have a system for creating virtual events that kind of accompany the membership in your academy, and those need their own kinds of data and elements to construct the layout of that post type. But then you only want people enrolled in your academy membership to be able to access the events. We're going to show you how it's done today. Over to you, Emily.
Thank you. I'll pull up my screen here and jump on in. So you can see what I'm taking a look at is some custom code on the LifterLMS website called How Can I Restrict All Posts of a Custom Post Type to a Membership? This is what we're going to be using today. If you're not a developer, don't worry. We're going to walk through it step by step. So it should be fairly straightforward. So like Chris said, we're going to add a custom post type called events. Now, if you already have a plugin on your website, maybe like Events Pro or another plugin like WooCommerce, something that generates an event post type, you can take that post type and apply it to this code. But I'm going to create a custom post type real quick and show you how to do that. We're going to use a product called ACF, or Advanced Custom Fields, in this tutorial. There's other products, plugins on the WordPress repository that allow you to create custom post types. I'm just going to use this one in this example, but they all work pretty similarly. When I have this plugin activated, it gives me a new option down here on the side, ACF. I'm going to go to post types and add a new post type called events. So if I click on post type, we need a plural label. So I'll do events. That's not how you spell event. Events. And then I'm going to copy that for a singular label, event, the post type key. This is going to be what we're going to use in our custom code. I can remember it. It's just event. But that's all we need to do is save changes. And this is going to be cool because what it does is it puts events as a post type on my sidebar. If I click on events, add new event, I can see I get an editor that looks very similar to what we see for posts and pages in WordPress out of the box. You can also use something like an Elementor, Divi, Beaver Builder, any page builder to customize these as well if you wanted to. But let's just call this the October 20th live class. So in the October 20th live class, let's put a button. Maybe click on it. This is going to be join the Zoom meeting. And then maybe I could put details on the event. But this is going to be an event only for people in our membership. Let's go ahead and publish this event. And we could add more events, but I'll just leave it with the October 20th class for now. And then what we'll do is we'll start working with our custom code. I'm using a plugin to add custom code to my website called Code Snippets. Now, this is a free plugin you can find on the WordPress repository. If you've heard of a child theme, then I would recommend using a child theme for this setup rather than necessarily a code snippet plugin. But if you don't know what a child theme is or how to use it, this is a good free plugin that will be able to put this code in for you. So I'm going to copy all the code on this page, except for this one line at the top that says don't copy this line. Copy that to my clipboard, come to my new snippet, and I'm going to paste it in. We'll review the code in a second and edit it, but first let's give it a title. This is going to be restrict custom post type event to membership. And I only have one membership on my website, I think. Let's see. Academy. Yeah, so let's just give it a good name. Academy membership. And so now let's walk through the code and see what we need to change. The LifterLMS code snippets you'll find are beautifully annotated, so it's relatively straightforward to walk through. With this code snippet, all we need to change are two things. The first one is this post type, and ours was called event. That was that little item. We remembered the slug of the post type. And then membership IDs, we need to find the ID of our membership. So our membership is, if I hover over it, or even if I click into it, you can see in the URL bar, it's pretty small, but 2259, I can't really zoom in on it, but 2259 is going to be our membership ID, 2259. So if you have access to membership 2259, you'll have access to the event post type, but if not, you won't. Also, administrators are allowed to view the posts. If like is admin post ID, they can edit the post. So we're not going to restrict administrators. That's automatically in the code. The only two things you have to change is the membership ID and the name of your post types. So let's go ahead and test to make sure it works. So if I go to events here and I view the event, it should work because I'm an admin. So I can see the event details. I can join the Zoom meeting and see the details there. I'm going to need to reshare my screen real quick and go to an incognito window. Let me remove my screen, stop share, reshare. I'm going to do my new incognito tab. Now take a look at this. This is awesome. So we're going to go to October 20th. Oh, it redirected me to login. I'm sorry. There's one other thing I need to show you, which is where do people get redirected to? I just skipped right over that. October 20th live class. So the last thing we needed to change that I forgot to change here was snippets. Let's change restrict custom post type is where do people get redirected to when they're not logged in? The redirect URL. So I'm going to go to pages, add new. And what I'm going to do is create a sales page. So sorry, you don't have access. Bye now. And of course you would want to put like a membership button linking to purchase the membership or something like that. But let me just copy this into my snippet right there. Redirect URL. Save changes. Then I will go back to my post type and then make sure this works. It looks great. So let me show my screen and show you what this should look like. So if I go back to my incognito tab, share my incognito, and then we go to our custom post type, it's going to redirect to the sorry you don't have access by now page. And we'll want to build that out with a button to purchase the membership. So if someone lands on this, they will have an opportunity to sign up for the membership and get access to the event. This is not a very great sales page I designed, but that's fundamentally the concept of how it works. So three things. What is the URL they get redirected to? What is the membership it's supposed to be restricted to? And what post types are restricted to that membership? All of it's annotated in the code. You can simply copy and paste it into your website and go from there. But I'll pass it back to you, Chris, for a curveball. What do you think of that?
That was a great demo, Emily. And that's super powerful. Once you really get the concept of custom post types and then how your membership might benefit from some of those, you can really make your program more intricate and offer more things as part of your offer. I kind of got two for you. So either pick one or both. So one of them is, I was hoping you could take us into advanced custom fields a little bit more. Like, let's say every event has you were showing how to, the basic WordPress editor for a custom post type. But what if we wanted to add something like a date or some kind of structure to the event? How to do that, number one. So that's option one. Option two for the other curveball pitch is similar to products and courses and blog posts. Somebody may want to use a featured image to go with their event. In our example, how would they do that on a custom post type? So yeah, pick your path.
Yeah, I could talk about both of those. So if I share my screen again, we should be, yep, we're back to here. So jumping into ACF, this thing is really deep, and all of the plugins you find that allow you to create custom post types will probably have a lot of awesome options for you. I'll talk about the featured image first, and then we'll talk about how you can add additional custom fields to these post types, because it's called advanced custom fields. So it's not just about post types, it's also about fields and taxonomies. So taking a look at our events, if I edit my October 20th live class, I think featured image is on by default. You can see up here in the right corner, we can do set featured image. And then if we just take a sample image for now and save that, view my event, that will be the default featured image. And if you were to create a catalog page and pull in your custom post types, which is definitely possible, if you're a course creator, what you might want to do is, if you're a course creator, if you're not a course creator, you're probably not watching this. So what you'll want to do if you're going to use events is you can have a public events page, somewhere where people can see the upcoming events, but they can't get access to them unless they buy. So what you'd want to do once you have your custom events created like we do, is we would, I think it's called like a loop, query loop in the WordPress editor. We could choose a template. These templates are all kind of average. I would design my own template, but we can take our query loop. Can we add a new, oh, this is, I see what this is doing. This is just asking us to add posts to the loop manually. That's not what I want to do. I want to just loop through posts. Isn't that an option? Post list. This creates a query loop of blog posts. I'll use the cadence one for now. If I go to posts and I'll add this is looping through my blog posts, and I'm using a free plugin called Cadence Blocks here. I just want to swap my post type to events because I have only the October 20th live class. And what is this stuff at the top? I don't need that stuff at the top. So I have my October 20th live class. And what this will do is if people are logged out, they'll see the featured image, they'll see the event description. I'll need to clean this up a little bit with some styling, but then they would click into it. I'm an admin, so I'll see the event. But if they're not enrolled in the membership, they would get redirected to the sales page. That's one cool thing you can do with loops and featured images. In addition, you can do custom fields like Chris said. So if we go to ACF field groups, we can add a field group. And so the main thing we're going to want to do is make sure down here in the middle that we apply it to the event post type. This post type is equal to event, and then it will have these custom fields on it. There's a lot of custom field options you can have. I forgot, Chris, what was the suggestion for a custom field for events?
Is there a date field type, or would you just use text, or what would you do there?
Yeah, there's a date picker.
Perfect.
Even date time picker. But if we go date picker, this will be event date. It'll fill in the field name automatically for me. We can choose some date formatting options. And then week starts on Monday. Let's go ahead and save this and see if it looks good. I do need to add a field group title. So events fields. Save that. This is cool. So if we go back to events, we will see down here at the bottom, we have event date. It's going to ask us to select a date for this event. And then when we come to building out our loop pages, such as the events page, I don't know if we need Cadence Pro to do this, but let's see. If we wanted to have the date present here, posts, newest to oldest, I don't know if we can do layout settings. I think that we would need the paid version of this, I think, in order to add the custom items that we had to our loop template. We could also potentially do something like, there's a way you can do this with a query loop. If I start blank, title and date, and then I swap my post type to event, it'll grab the event. And then I think in the query loop, I can grab the post template. And I just want to make sure I can add a custom field here. Some way there's a way to add a custom field here. Custom HTML term, spacer, accordion, text, paragraph. If we did a text advanced, do we have a way to dynamically fill this? I haven't really tried these settings very much, but there's some way we can add a dynamic fill to take whatever the post date was or the event date and display it here, which is exactly what we would want to do. I might have to spend some more time figuring out exactly how you would do that because there's like a bunch of options here. But that there is a way that you can have that added to your event loop And then people can see on your website what events you have upcoming. They can see the date of those events or any other custom fields you want to display there, click into them, see the sales page, sign up, and then get access, which is something I think a lot of membership site owners would want to do, especially ones running live events. Sorry, I couldn't complete like that one in this tutorial with the pulling the dynamic content back into the template in WordPress, but that should get you a long way in how you would set this up. What do you think about that?
That's awesome. Good job with the curveball. And while we're here, since we're really learning a lot, if you're new to custom fields, can you take us on a tour of taxonomy? Let's say we offer both virtual and in-person events. So there's like a event type taxonomy. How would we do that? And I just want to say, when I first started learning about taxonomy, WordPress really starts to make a lot of sense. Like, a blog category is a taxonomy, but lots of things can have category or organizing principles.
Yeah, totally. I am definitely not, I'm like in the background trying to figure out how to do that, pull the event data in. Okay, so if we're going to take a look at how to do taxonomies, we'll do ACF taxonomies. And so a taxonomy could be a category, it could be a tag, it could be a lot of different things. I have a client who's using years. They have like content from 2022, content from 2023 and 2024. They have a library page. They want to organize their content by the year that it was produced. And so there's all kinds of use cases for this. We're most commonly used to categories and tags we see as blog posts, but you can add your own custom ones as well. So if I clicked on add new taxonomy, let's say we wanted to do years for the events. So plural label, singular label is year. It'll fill that in for us automatically. Let's select event as a post type because we'll have events over numerous years. What is this? One field requires attention. This field must be a WordPress. Oh, this is a reserved term. Event year, because WordPress already uses year for something else. Let's just call it event year. And so now years is an option for us under events as a taxonomy. So we can say 2022 events, add that as a year. We can say 2023. And then 2024 is going to be the October event. So I can fill in past events if past users maybe get access to a recording or something. I can take the events from previous years, upload them to my website with a video, because this is a WordPress editor, so we could simply embed a video on this page of the past event that it was recorded, and then members of the membership can watch those past events. In addition, I'll have years over here on the right side, so I can add, what was it, 2024 is the year for this event. And then when it comes to creating those pages where we show our content, our events, we could sort those by year if we were to go a little deeper into creating that catalog page for events. But it doesn't have to be years, could be categories, could be anything you could imagine to sort your content, whatever works best.
Awesome. Well, great job. That was like 3 curveballs. And at LifterLMS, we just got a new neon sign background. Let us know what you think about that in the comments. And thank you for watching this video. Please let us know what other video we could record for you next. If there's any feature or use case you want a demo of, we're here for you. Thanks for the great demo, Emily. And I hope all of you have a great rest of your Tuesday. Have a great day.